wr450f Stator mod. Mine is in 07, but it'll probably work on all of them because all the engines are the same. Takes the stator from AC DC to DC only, so you can run more lights or what have you. I'm just doing it so I can run an HID. Just take your side cover off. Just got a pull on it. There is an O-ring right here, sits in here where the starter's at. Just gotta wiggle it a little bit and it'll come out. Don't need to worry about it too bad. Then you take the stator out of the case. Take these right here. There should be 2 bolts right here. It'll be a T25 Torx. Then you take this bolt out and this bolt right here out, which is a 5mm Allen. And then you can just flip it over out of your case and do it right here. You don't need to actually take it out because you don't need to. Then you take a cut-off wheel and you find the clip with the brass tab, which is right here. And then you get the copper wire, cut that out, cut-off wheel, and just take your time with it because you don't want to break that wire. If you have to, leave a little bit, take an X-Acto knife in there and scrape it out. I had to. I left a little bit and cut the rest out with an X-Acto knife, and then slowly got the wire free. Then you take your X-Acto knife and you scrape back. If you can tell how the bottom is more bronze than the top is. The top is, I scraped the coating off. You want to scrape it off about 1/8 inch. And then flip it over. Take the unsolder the yellow wire and take this clip out, which sits in this hole that holds the wires flat so they don't get taken up in anything. Unsolder that. Then you take your yellow wire, once you're done unsoldering it from right here, flip this back over, and then pull your yellow wire over. You can run it through here. Hard to do with one hand, but basically you just bring it over here to your copper wire that you got right here, and you take a butt connector, put it over the copper wire like so, crimp it, and then take your yellow wire, put it inside this end, crimp it. It's recommended that you take some solder, heat up some solder and drop some solder in here. You can try and put it on this side. I'm going to. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but drop some solder in here just to help the connection out a lot better. Doesn't let oil get in there and whatnot. And then you want to take some heat shrink, cut it to size so it can cover this, so it doesn't ground out on anything. Cut it, slide over your yellow wire before you stick it in here and solder it. And then when you're done doing all that, you want to slide your sheathing over and you can either shrink it or you can just leave it, and then bend this wire clockwise. So you want to bend it this way, and once you bend it that way, you just have this covering your butt connector so it doesn't ground out on the windings. And then you reinstall your clip the way you had it, the way you took it out. Reinstall that, and that'll hold everything where it needs to be so it doesn't get hooked into anything. And then you're done. You can ohms test it. The white and yellow wire, ohms test that, and it should have 0.5 ohms if you did it correct. And then obviously from cutting there's dust and shit everywhere, and then clean out your case a little bit, detail it, whatnot, whatever you want to do. Just be careful not to rip this when you pull your case off. Just be gentle. Other than that, It's pretty straightforward. A lot of people freak out because they think it's a lot harder than it is, and it's not. You can have a basic set of tools and minimal skills, mechanical skills to really do it. It's just bolts and wires. It's not that hard. Just be careful. And other than that, that's about it.